Oh, let's go, boys. New fucking episode of the Justin Roiland anime just dropped. Let's go, baby. Don't mind my wrinkly clothes. I just jumped out of bed now to go make this video after hearing the news. Now, as you're all probably aware, Justin Roiland has been, under a heavy fire recently for allegations of, domestic battery and fucking false imprisonment. Now I made a video about the original situation, and that's right, it's a selfless plug. So you can go watch it. I can't for the life of me remember what corner the thing goes in, so one of them. But since I covered the update then, I thought I would cover this situation then on forward. And as there's been an update yesterday, I thought, oh, well, shit. Looks like I have a video topic now. But I just want to warn you, this case is just on a full 180, just in the weirdest way. To give you a quick little presentation here, fast PowerPoint, let's go. Let's see if we can do a speed round of what happened. Well, it came to light that Justin Roiland had been secretly fighting against multiple charges against him, including domestic battery and false imprisonment. Now these are not very good. These aren't very good for his character, I have to say. And following this, he got the boot. Absolutely kicked the fuck out from all of his companies, including his own studio. But most people were worried about Adult Swim. You know what that means? He's not an Adult Swim, he can't be involved in Rick and Morty. So every single Rick and Morty fan around the globe was absolutely losing their shit. Like that scene in SpongeBob when all the files went missing in his brain and everything's on fire. That was the Rick and Morty fandom when that happened. That was crazy. But Adult Swim announced that they would still be going about making Rick and Morty without Justin Roiland. Now the trial was scheduled to move forward into its next phase, the next phase of the boss fight for Justin Roiland. But it was announced yesterday, as I previously mentioned, that it had been stopped. The case was dismissed. And the reason for the dismissal, they didn't mention it at all. It was just, oh yeah, sorry, oopsie, didn't mean to post that on main type of thing. And you're like, what? Now this case has been really weird from start to finish because no information, not even evidence from the original situation that happened came to the public eye. None of it. So everyone has been speculating the entire time and nobody, not one fucking person knows what happened besides the people that had been involved. Obviously, I didn't have to state that. So the spokesperson had this to say: "We dismissed the charges today because there was insufficient evidence to prove the case beyond reasonable doubt." And they also said that significant evidence had come to light that changes the case. Now what this evidence is, nobody knows. Oh, wow. Just like everything else in this case, it wasn't made public, so nobody knows about it, and this caused a lot of public speculation, I guess you could say, but I'll get into that in a second. I'm just trying to think of what it could be. But, I mean, obviously I wasn't involved, so I don't even know why I'm bothering trying to think of it. Like, it could literally be anything for all I know. But Justin Roiland could have sent a fucking dick pic to the district attorney, and they thought, oh my god, it's so beautiful, that they just dropped the case immediately and said, okay, listen, no, you get out of here. We don't care about any evidence, just go. Go, you magnificent creature. Now, as I said, all news about this case has been extremely vague and mostly through legal speak, which is pretty much just a fucking different language. And of course, the internet did what the internet does best and went crazy with this. The internet went fucking wild. This shit was more crazy than Girls Gone Wild up on the fucking TV past 4 in the morning. Now, a bunch of conspiracies came to rise up, mainly being about like bribery and corruption, like any under the table paying, that sort of thing. Just typical stuff you'd expect. But personally, my favorite theory is that the district attorney just loves Rick and Morty so goddamn much, and they just wanted to see Justin Roiland's personal rendition of the next Rick and Morty season. I don't even know what season they're on. What are they fucking like? Season like 2000 by now? What is this, the next One Piece? Oh, season 9. That's not very far at all. Or at least I think it's season 9. Now obviously, the district attorney couldn't see this rendition come to air if the creator was, behind bars. Though I'm not sure how that holds up considering he's been given the fucking boot from Adult Swim. Huh. I can totally understand why people are going to be like, questioning this decision, because it just doesn't really make any sense. People are going to be questioning this because, one, they just don't trust the legal system. Two, because, to get this far in the case already, there had to have been very solid evidence, very, very, sufficient evidence to carry it through these trials onto where it was going to go originally before it was dismissed. So it doesn't really make a whole lot of sense of why suddenly it's like, oh, no, insufficient evidence, cut it off, dismiss the case. doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So I completely get why people are, you know, questioning this. Now, of course, it's becoming increasingly obvious. I mean, originally people thought that the companies that let Justin Roiland go were just, you know, had more information than the public did about this whole situation. So they're saying, hey, look, regarding this, get the fuck out. We don't want you here anymore. You smell like stinky dum-dum idiot, and I don't want you anywhere near me. You make me want to vomit. But I think it's becoming increasingly obvious that they just let him go because it would be very bad PR and a very bad image on their company to keep someone around with these crazy charges against them, right? Even if they were false or not. And that's one of the problems with, you know, being in a situation like this, because even if you do come out innocent, you're still kind of fucked. Like, you know, you're gonna have that negative cloud over you for the rest of your life. And I'm not even saying that he's innocent, because I mean, technically speaking, he's not really innocent in the eye of the public, because nobody knows what fucking happened. Now, in Penguin Zero's video about this, he brings up a really good point. He says that the company's probably just fired him because, well, I mean, he has a lot of other allegations against him too. It's not just these. Like, for example, he's like a child in the office. People wouldn't even know he was in until he was like playing with fucking, like, what was it, like remote cars and his little gadgets or whatever. And then more serious allegations where he was apparently like sexting coworkers, of which allegedly one of them was actually underage, which not okay at all. So they could have just been using this as an excuse, like, oh, finally, get him the fuck out of here. Now, of course, those aren't 100% confirmed, so don't, you know, take it too seriously. I mean, why would you anyways? I'm a channel called The Lard Guardian. Like, come on. Now, I hear that apparently with the whole sexting and flirting with coworkers, he would apparently flirt like Morty from the show Rick and Morty, which honestly, wow, that must have been either one of the most terrifying things or one of the most hilarious fucking things. Now, I imagine for the coworkers it would be a terrifying, disgusting thing, but from an outside look, that's just sad but kind of funny. Like, not funny that he's sexting his coworkers, but like, you know, doing it in a Morty voice, that's fucking hilarious, but it's also just pathetic. Oh, geez, your boobies. I can't do Morty. I just, don't judge me, god damn it. Oh, geez, Rick. Oh. I want to fucking die. Of course, for the question of who's going to be voicing Rick and Morty, my offer is still on the table from last video. I can redo my impression for you for Rick. So I gotta get the right breathing. Are you ready? You ready for this? Hi. I'm Rick from the show Rick and Morty. Rick, wubba lubba dub dub, Rick and Morty. That's me, Rick. That was pretty good, right? Now here's Morty. Hey, it's me, Morty. I'm Morty from the show Rick and Morty. Aw, geez, Rick. You gave me space AIDS, Rick. You fucking whore. Now, Justin Roiland posted a tweet about this. It says here, I've always known that these claims were false, and I have never had any doubt that this day would come. I'm thankful that this case has been dismissed, but at the same time, I'm still deeply shaken by the horrible lies that were reported about me during this process. Most of all, I'm disappointed that so many people were so quick to judge without knowing the facts, based solely on the word of an embittered ex trying to bypass due process and have me cancelled. That it may have succeeded, and even partially, is shameful. However, now that the legal case has ended, I'm determined to move forward and focus both on my creative projects and restoring my good name. Now, he's obviously shaken about this whole thing, whether he's guilty or not, and I mean, that's understandable. People were so quick to just, like, get him off a show, cancel him, you know, get rid of him, fuck this dude, he smells like dumb, all because, you know, of something that wasn't even entirely proven yet. Which is, you know, it's just the reality of the internet. It sucks ass, but, you know, that's just the way things are, which really sucks. No matter what way you slice it. Now, as I mentioned, this case is extremely odd, and no matter how you look at it, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Like, the aftermath and how it was going through. It's just, now, if he is correct in saying that it's the work of just his ex being pissed off at him, you know, doesn't like him, then, and these were like false charges brought up in the first place, and that is a crime in itself that it should be dealt with. Like, that's something serious that should not just be swept under the rug. You know what I mean? Like, so either way, this case shouldn't really be over. It just doesn't compute. But anyways, that's all I really got for you. I really appreciate you guys watching. Like and subscribe. Maybe watch some of my other content. And I'm off to go play some Assassin's Creed Unity. I've been really on that lately, so expect a review soon. And take care.